You may remember the headlines that gained both national and international attention over the controversial construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline. That was back in 2016. Hundreds of supporters, celebrities, and politicians rallied around the Standing Rock Indian Reservation and the protection of their valuable cultural resources at the risk of being destroyed. Rebecca Tickell uncovers the true events of one of the most heated debates in U.S. history for a film that takes viewers behind the story like you've never seen before. And she's joining us this morning to tell us all about it. Good morning, Rebecca. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. I'm sorry Josh was a little bit under the weather today, but I'm glad you're able to join us. Now, let's go back a little bit to set up how you guys even got together in making these types of documentaries and these types of very important films. You're no stranger to the world of movies, right? You played Jessica Riggs in the 1989 film Prancer. That put you on the map, correct?
It did. In fact, I loved making movies as a kid about important issues, and that continues to this day. This is my son, Jedi. He's just getting ready to take him to school.
All right.
Hi.
Hi. Good morning.
Say hey to New York.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us as well. So you said something, I read in an interview where you were laying in some goop on the floor of some movie set, and you said to yourself, maybe not doing this anymore. Was that sort of a turning point where you jumped into the thoughts of maybe doing more important, if you will, types of films?
Absolutely. I came out to Hollywood to make films like Prancer that touched people's hearts and really inspired people to connect and to work in nature, in concert with the planet, because that's really what Prancer was about. And when I got here, turns out I ended up being cast as, eye candy or a victim, mostly in horror movies. And I was in a Clive Barker horror movie, getting covered in goo, giving birth to a giant succubus baby on the floor of a monastery.
Oh, yeah, that old theme.
And I said, that's it. It's time for a career change. I really want to participate in making films that, restore the human connection to each other and to the planet. And I met my husband, the veggie van guy,
right,
who helped start the biodiesel movement. I had seen him on TV on the Today Show when I was a kid. He's only 5 years older, so don't worry. And he was young when he got started, like me. Right. And we've made 15 films together so far, and all of them are about just that, about awakening people to really important topics.
Right. Now, that was 1997, I think, the Veggie Van. And then
yes.
Did you produce Fuel? Was that yours or
I
both?
produced Fuel. That was my first film of my first time beyond being in front of the camera, and it was extraordinary. That film went into schools, it went all around the world, it won the Sundance Film Festival, and that was really the beginning of our journey of making these films that we feel are really important and touch people's lives. And actually Fuel went on to create a whole group of people who are now adults in that field, in the field of the environment. And it's just incredible to meet those people today and to realize that these films really do make a difference and change people's lives.
That's powerful and some great work. So tell us about this recent film now that's coming on out. What's the background behind it? And it's not a straight-up documentary, is that correct?
It's actually a drama, a thriller drama, and it's our first scripted film. The reason we wanted to make a scripted film is because we feel that we could reach a larger audience beyond just people who watch environmental documentaries. We wanted people to realize this very important event had happened at Standing Rock, and we felt that through a narrative film that people could go on this journey with this war vet, Dan, who has PTSD, who goes to Standing Rock, really from a very conservative, more oil company perspective. And while he's there, he realizes that not everything is as it seems, and he has an awakening.
So now tell us a little bit about the reaction you're getting so far, because obviously there's always two sides. It was a heated debate then and probably still is. So what are you hearing so far in terms of fallout for the movie?
People who watch the movie in theaters, they're getting standing ovations. People are having a really healing and cathartic experience. We've had veterans come up to us in tears saying that we really captured the essence of what it is to heal from the trauma and PTSD of experiences. And reviewers, I think they don't necessarily realize that from day one, we approached this with the utmost reverence for the people who are affected most by this issue. And so it was with permission from tribal leaders, from water protectors and activists that we told the story from Dan, a war vet from Ohio, who goes in and discovers what's happening, versus trying to tell the story from an Indigenous perspective as a non-Indigenous filmmaker. That we felt this was the most respectful way that we could tell the story. And Dan doesn't save anything. In fact, it's really about him learning. And our hope is that people will go on that learning journey with him.
Open up our minds a bit. Another great piece of work, obviously. Say hi to Jetta. He left for school, I guess, and tell Josh.
Hopefully he's not driving the car without me.
Better get going then. All right, Rebecca, thanks so much. Our best to Josh as well. You stay well. Good luck.
Thank
All right,
you.
On Sacred Ground is available to watch on demand and in select theaters. Be sure to check it out.